I'll be right back, folks. I need to go grab a fresh drink. My throat's getting dry. Why did I call you out on your watching schedule? I didn't. I wasn't calling you out. I didn't say anything bad about your watching schedule. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. That really popped. Twig pool. What? I'm about to take the legs off my couch. Somehow there's a magnet for dog toys. True. I cannot believe the number of random places I've seen Rutherford lose his balls. And yes, I mean that. I have, my desk is 2 IKEA Alex file cabinets with a butcher block counter on top, right? Well, the one sits against the baseboard heater in here. So there's a little bit of a gap between the edge of the Alex and the wall. That's technically behind my desk. Somehow he managed to get his ball stuck in there one night, and it was just dumb luck I spotted it. Because he kept looking for it, and he was all upset and couldn't find it. And I looked back behind the garbage can he was pawing at, and sure enough, there it was, tucked way back up on top of the heater. I'm like, dude, how the hell did you get that up there? The space was barely big enough for the ball to even fit in the first place. That's what he accelerates at, is putting those balls where they don't belong. Oh, in addition to doing all the cooking last night, I also did the bedding, fresh bedding out of my laundry. So, yeah, I did a lot yesterday. That's why I'm so sore today. I had to get the broom out so often. Coda has decided the broom is his mortal enemy. I'm gonna tell you your new best friend then. Wait, let me see if I can find mine. I don't know what I did with it. Extendable back scratchers. They're fantastic for that. Where'd it go? Well, I've apparently lost mine. Yeah. Did I put it in a drawer? Oh. Yeah, get those little telescoping back scratchers. They're great for stuff like that. Because they're small and easy to store somewhere in a location where you're going to use them, you know? And they're cheap. You can get them at the dollar store. I wonder I smell pee. Penny's laying behind me. Where she shouldn't be laying because she's against the wheels of my chair. I'm making progress. That's the good part. I want a Lethal Company Satisfactory crossover. Where you're going to planets with abandoned fix-it facilities on it. Man. For small assets, collecting things off his belts. Yeah, basically. Yeah. You're just sneaking into people's factories and stealing shit and trying not to get blown up. Alright. Ow. Knee. Next. Oops. I can feel the temperature changing. It's getting colder in here and I'm getting a little stiff and sore. Yeah, Home Alone, 20 plus years for sure. I want to say it's even more than that. I want to say that's probably 25 now. That recent. Under your right in the way, kid. Ah, there goes. God damn it. Oh, no. Penny, don't lay behind the chair. You're old enough to know better. Go. Fully down. Every damn time. Penny, no. Go lay down. Rolled over her tail. Not much, just enough to scare her. Go lay down, Penny. You're not getting anything else. Here, since you're up and we gotta wait anyway. Come on, take a walk. Come on, outside. Go. Tendy's happy. There's flakes falling from the sky for her to pounce on. All right, so we're gonna have a few minutes to wait. Yeah, crash, adjust, dog screech. Yep, all right. And then get up and let him out. Now I gotta sit here and wait. And wait. And wait. Actually, while we're waiting, I guess since the dogs are out, I'm gonna go take a bio break myself. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I gave Rutherford his ball back that I took from him last night and forgot to never get back. '90s TV. Oh, yeah. Man, Reboot. Talk about a series that I couldn't stand the look of when it first came out. And then after a while, I started watching and I'm like, this is really good. I really like this show. Buffy, Angel, Charmed. Oh, yeah. One of which has seen a remake. Reboot was fantastic. It was such a great concept. My arm is sore. Yeah, and same company made Transformers, Beast Wars, and Beast Machines, which is another one that I didn't like at first, and then I started paying attention to the story. I'm like, fuck, this is really well written. Like, this is a cool story. Like when they revealed that they were actually on Earth while the OG Transformers were still unconscious inside Teletran 1, like, you know, in the Ark ship, like, that was just awesome. Yeah, the animation was awful because it was brand new, you know? Kind of like Babylon 5. Man, would I love to see them. They don't even have to refilm Babylon 5. Just replace all the effect shots and the ships with modern technology versions. Keep the ship designs the same. Just replace all the graphics with brand new. And that show would fucking kick ass. Because the acting and everything, the sets were fine. Battlestar actually looks really good still. Like, if you watch BSG, the early 2000s era BSG, it still looks really good. Like, the space battles in that, they hold up. I'm not unhappy with those, but man, the Babylon 5 graphics were poof. I mean, they were trying something new and they weren't using models for the first time. So, because Deep Space Nine had models for everything, and that was the comparative at the time. Oh no, Battlestar was fine. The problem is Battlestar is not something you can really rewatch once you've seen it. Hey, we're finally loading. Walking Dead. Man. That's another one. You realize The Walking Dead was premiered 14 years ago? That was 2010. There are high schoolers that now exist that were born after The Walking Dead premiered. That's insane. Oh yeah, rewatching it and seeing the characters as they started. Yeah, I can see that. Damn it. Oh, I couldn't watch Fear the Walking Dead. I watched the first episode, I was like, this is dumb, and I quit. I never went back to it. I didn't finish Walking Dead either, though. And I have definitely not watched Daryl's European Vacation. I'm basically done with that show. I'm so over zombies in general. Like, let's get a new damn genre out there, please. Wait, when Glenn died, you were done. Yeah, that's about when I was done too. it wasn't because Glenn died, but I just got tired of the same thing over and over again. You know, it was like, oh, we found a way to survive. Oh, power hungry bad guy ruins it. And it's like the same thing every effing time. I'm like, come on, can we get something different? Like, at some point, somebody is going to, you know, put shit back together. That's what I want to see. I want to see the post-apocalyptic story where they successfully are rebuilding society. I don't want to see where they keep fucking up because they're greedy and pathetic. I want to see the civilization born out of chaos and where that goes. Like, I want to see a Stargate series post the reveal of the gate's existence to the public. Like, I want to see, you know, I want to see the world evolve. I want to see things change and grow. I don't want to see the same formulaic crap every damn season. But it's like, do you realize that with the end of Lois and Clark this season, or Superman and Lois rather, that's it for the Arrowverse after all these years? I'm not sad to see it go. I didn't even watch Superman and Lois. You'd appreciate real growth like that? Yeah. Like, when Arrow first started, it was so CW, it was a little too much. But we binged the first couple seasons, haven't gotten third season. It was good. Yeah, the last of the Arrowverse is Superman and Lois, and it's finishing up this season. It's in its final season now. But like, Flash was my favorite. And then by the 5th season, I was so sick of it. Because they kept eliminating the villains permanently. It's like, that's not how this shit's supposed to work, people. Like, Captain Boomerang and Captain Cold and, you know, all these should have been coming back as recurring villains. And no, they very finite dealt with them. It's like, come on, we could have a lot of fun with this stuff if you did a real superhero show. And then it was like, it became big bad of the season every damn time. And it was like, they dragged these storylines out for so many episodes. And it was like, guys, come on. This should have been an 8-episode arc at most, not 22. Holy crap. What killed me with Flash was the thinker. The dude who knew everything. I was like, yeah, no, I'm done. Then they had yet another speedster villain, and I'm just like, good God. Then I was like, yeah, nope. I just stopped watching after that. Yeah, whole season villains were just... Like, it's fine if other one-off episodes are sprinkled in so that you're dealing with the overarching story moving forward once every 3 or 4 episodes. But when it was nothing but that storyline, it was tedious. And I gave up on it. Trickster, right? Yeah, the fact that Mark Hamill got to play that character again was phenomenal. Yeah. Like, one of my favorite moments from Justice League Unlimited was when Flash and Batman were going around investigating something, and they walk into a bar, and Flash's villains are all there having a drink, including Mark Hamill playing the Trickster. And, you know, the Flash sits down, talks to them, and, you know, And it's like, you're off your meds again, aren't you? And he's like, yes. He's like, well, I want you to go turn yourself in when you're done having your drink. And he's like, okay, got me again, Flash. It's like, that's phenomenal. That's the sort of shit that should have been in the CW Flash, you know? But no. They totally tossed all that sort of thing out. Like, Flash and his villains were such a great dynamic that they could have been playing off of. You know, and they just didn't ever do that, except with when they brought Captain Cold into what was arguably the greatest show of the Arrowverse, Legends of Tomorrow. What started off as the worst concept with some of the most terrible characters ended up being hands down their best fucking show. Because they did some serious bonkers comic book shit in that show. And it was great. Their first season was a bit rough. But from like the third or fourth season onward, that show fired on all cylinders. It was phenomenal. Like the episode where they ended up going to Woodstock. It's when they first introduced Constantine. They end up going to Woodstock because they're time travelers. And they find a unicorn murdering and eating people. And I laughed so goddamn hard. I'm like, that is the best thing ever. That unicorns are bloodthirsty monsters. And they just turn that whole concept on its head. Like, that's amazing. The Legends of Tomorrow. That's where they took Sarah Lance from Arrow, the White Canary, the original Black Canary. They took Captain Cold and Firebug from, or Firefly or whatever, from Flash, added in some more DC heroes and villains, and gave them a time-traveling show. And it was great. Yeah, and when they... At around season 5 or 6, they introduced Magic and John Constantine and pulled in the actual Constantine from the failed NBC series and had him keep playing the role. And it was great. And they made him a main cast character for the next several seasons. Like, the whole point of the show was that they could rotate characters in and out every few seasons so that they could do different storylines with different characters. And it worked great. Like Hawkman and Hawkgirl were in like the first season only. And then they got rid of them and brought in other people. And their first season was against Vandal Savage, which is one of my favorite villains of all of the DC universe ever. The Justice League Unlimited episodes with Vandal Savage versus Superman are some of the greatest things. Oh, I love it. Build a primetime show script for the week with the kids. There you go.